Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for the dailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. And I want to take you to the freebeacon.com. Freebeacon.com has highlighted a study that deals with cities now across America enacting taxes on sugary drinks. And in Philadelphia, the tax is actually making soda more expensive than beer. And not surprisingly, the tax is falling short of projections, forcing Philadelphians to buy soda outside the city. So it says. Elizabeth Harrington writes, Philadelphia taxes on sugary drinks has made soda more expensive than beer in the city. The Tax Foundation released a study on the excise tax last week, finding that the 1.5 cents per ounce tax has fallen well short of the revenue projections, cost jobs, and has forced some Philadelphians to drive outside the city to buy groceries. The study finds that the tax is 24 times higher than the current Pennsylvania tax rate on beer. This is a quote. Purchases of beer are now less expensive than non-alcoholic beverages subject to the tax in the city, according to the study written by Courtney Schubert and Scott Drinkard. Quote, empirical evidence from a 2012 journal article suggests that soda taxes can push consumers to alcohol, meaning it's likely the case that consumers are switching to alcoholic beverages as a result of the tax. The paper, aptly titled From Coke to Coors, further shows that switching from soda to beer increases total caloric intake, even as soda taxes are generally aimed at caloric reduction. Now, the Tax Foundation points out that unlike most cities, Philadelphia passed the tax specifically to raise revenue, not to fight obesity. So the city even includes diet sodas in the tax as a way to raise money for pre-kindergarten programs. Now, to date, less than half of the $39.4 million collected since the tax went into effect on January 1st has actually gone to education funding. The tax was originally promoted as a vehicle to raise funds for pre-K education, but in practice, it awards just 49% of the soda tax revenues to local pre-K programs. This is according to the study. It says another 20% of soda tax revenues fund government employee benefits or city programs, while the rest of the money will go towards parks, libraries, and community schools. Now, collections from the soda tax are well below original projections of $92 million per year. They are looking and projecting at coming in at about half of that. And why is that? Well, it's very simple. People will go elsewhere for it. And this is what Philadelphia is coming to find out, and or they will find other things. Earlier this year, the article says, PepsiCo announced that it was laying off 100 workers because of the tax, which the company blames for costing a 43% drop in business. Philadelphians are no longer able to buy 12 packs or 2 liters of Pepsi products in grocery stores due to the tax. And from an operational standpoint, the tax rollout continues to create problems for the city as collections have come in way less than projected. In July, city officials lowered beverage tax revenues projections by 14%, leaving the pre-K programs that the tax funded actually in jeopardy. So this is the problem when you try to use a tax to promote prohibition is, A, you better hope the entire state, you better hope that the surrounding communities have enacted that tax as well, because what happens? People will drive somewhere else just to stick it up your patoot for putting a tax on them, especially over something like Coca-Cola. You know, why on earth are we taxing that? How about we just do the sensible thing? Don't drink so much of it and you won't gain so much weight. It's really that simple. Now what they're doing is this thing is actually being counterproductive, and it's driving people towards alcoholic beverages because they're cheaper than Coke. I mean, how crazy is this? And do you think that the people in the Philadelphia city legislature will go ahead and make the changes necessary and say, oh, well, folks, we screwed up. We're sorry. We've learned the error of our ways. We are going to repeal this tax. No, they'll find a way to make it worse. So what they're going to do now is they're going to tax beer and alcohol even more than this, and further send people outside of Philadelphia city limits to get their groceries. And it's going to hurt business inside Philadelphia. Tax revenue will fall even shorter than projected, and they will have even more trouble trying to make ends meet. Free will, my friends, is a total and complete bitch when it comes to trying to stifle it, okay? As hard as the powers that be try to do it, where there's a will, there's a way, and people will find a way to get what they want the way they want it. And if they don't want to pay the tax, they'll find a way to do it. In Massachusetts, they enact this gargantuan tax on cigarettes. Good news for the state of New Hampshire. All people have to do is drive over the border and get their cheap cigarettes sales tax free over in New Hampshire, totally circumventing any sort of perceived benefit from throwing like $9 in tax on a pack of cigarettes. When really, free will's a biatch. Guess what? You smoke cigarettes, you get cancer. If you get cancer from smoking cigarettes, pay for it. That's what you get higher insurance premiums for, and everything else is pay for it. People that don't smoke shouldn't be subject to that penalty. Cause and effect. Personal responsibility. These things are age-old concepts that need to find their way back in society and do so fast before it's too late. And I fear it may already be too late. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.